everyone, my name is Nick, spelled N-I-K, and today we are doing a game show. Me, SpelledNik, created a game show starring some of your favorite creators. I have $1 million I'm about to offer each contestant who plays, but they have to say yes to a weird hypothetical. Kind of like $1 million, but kind of like Would You Rather, but the twist is they have to convince me to also take the money. I hope you're ready for this, because when I said these are weird hypotheticals, I really wasn't joking. For the next 5 years of your life, every movie you watch only has your friends playing every role. Only people that you know get to be in the movie.
Oh my God.
So if you're watching Titanic, it's not Leonardo DiCaprio, it's me and Mako. We are the new stars of the Titanic. Could you live? What are your thoughts? Talk me through your thoughts, Rose.
First off, yes, and here's why. Because I was thinking about the movie Boss Baby, and you would be the most amazing Boss Baby.
You don't get to pick who it is, though. It could be your dad. Your dad might be Boss Baby now.
I don't care, but just the fact that you could be Boss Baby.
That's so bad.
Oh
You're willing to ruin cinema for the next 5 years on the off chance I get to be Boss Baby.
I don't think it's ruining cinema. I honestly think it would be making it better.
Here's my thing, Rose. I have a lot of friends that I don't want to see act. And so,
Okay.
I mean, $1 million is a lot of money. Maybe I shouldn't have made the show worth so much money, because $1 million is a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Every new movie, like
Yeah.
you go to see the new Avengers or the new Spider-Man, and it's like your math teacher instead of Peter Parker.
I don't watch very many movies
Fair.
anyways. But with this, knowing that it would be people I know, I
Yeah.
would obviously avoid certain movies.
Sure, okay. Yep.
What's that movie? It's not Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey? Why does your mind go there?
Because I would never watch it. I don't watch it anyways.
Before I give my verdict, I want to know what chat thinks. Chat, would you take the $1 million? Every movie for the next 5 years stars people you know.
But could you imagine Katie in the Hunger Games?
Katie in any film would
Katie
be
in
a better
any film
movie. That's a
would
pretty
be
good
the
upgrade.
best.
We got-
Wait. So is it only people I know personally, or is it people I know of? Because, like, I could make Dream be in a movie.
I don't know. I feel like it has to be
Baby.
people you really know. I feel like it has to be Dream is Boss Baby. That's fan art I imagine he's never gotten before, and I hope that one day he does because of this show. In order for you to get the $1 million, I have to also agree with you. And, you know, if I get like 2 or 3 bad movies in a row, maybe I just cut out movies for a couple of years. I'm going to say yes. Rosary, you have now $1 million in your Would It Be Worth bank account. We are going to move on to question number 2. Are you ready?
I have so much money.
Question number 2. Every time you see someone that you find attractive, anytime you see anyone that you find attractive, you throw up just a little bit. You vomit, not a lot. You just vomit just a little bit. Uncontrollable. And it's almost like lie detector test where they have you strapped in. Like, if you see someone you find attractive, it's not up to like, you're like, oh no, they're not that cute. It's deep in your soul. It knows. You will vomit every time you see someone attractive.
Every time?
Every
Not
time.
just like the first time?
It's not a lot of vomit.
Wait, so
It's
I couldn't
just,
marry anybody.
it would be,
I would
it
have to
would
marry
be,
an ugly person. Oh no.
just have him wear a full morph bodysuit. You're married to someone who just has a mask on for the rest of their life.
Not the Cynthia from Pokemon, dude. Dude.
Your friends know about this. At some point, they have to get to the bottom of why you keep throwing up all the time, right? At some point, you're playing Pokemon and Cynthia shows up on screen and you vom and all of your friends are like, you good, Rose? Every person you find attractive is now made public.
Okay, is it only a person? Because, like... What if... What if you found an object? I don't know. Like... You literally call your water bottle handsome.
My water bottle is handsome. It is handsome.
So... Do you think it's attractive? Like, would you vomit when you look at your water bottle?
I vomit because they make me drink 7 gallons of water every stream. I feel like as someone who's going to be married soon, there's some troubled waters that might happen. There's no more secrecy to who your brain finds attractive anymore if you take this money.
I think that might help me.
You know what? Everything's above board. Like, there's no secrets anymore.
Yeah, I think it might help stop me?
Rose, because you put up a good fight, you've just made another $1 million on Would It Be Worth.
Yes.
I could put up with a little bit of vom for another $1 million. I get $1 million. What's a little bit of vom? I wasn't gonna ask this question. I have this in my reserves, but because you've already said yes twice in a row, I need to stop you. I have one that I would say yes to, but when I was talking with a few of my friends setting up the show, this is one that everyone else said no to.
Yes.
For $1 million.
A lot of money.
For the rest of your life, every time you see a kitchen sponge, you have to eat it.
What? Like fully eat it?
No one has said yes to this besides me. It seems like you're off to a really rough no. Yes, even if it's dirty. Don't throw up. 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 Nobody has said yes to this, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not saying.
What's your reasoning?
For saying yes.
Yeah.
I don't see sponges, and it's $1 million.
What if you round a corner in a grocery store and it's just sponge central station?
What if I'm in the sponge aisle? Is that what you're saying?
Turn the corner and it's just literally the sponge aisle, and you
I just have to eat.
literally like 1,000 sponges.
If your parents are doing dishes, and they're scrubbing, you run in and say, "Mom, move!" And you rip the sponge out of her hand and start eating it. Just whatever state or condition the sponge is in, you start eating the
I
sponge.
would lose relatives over that.
Thanksgiving looks really weird.
Are
What?
bathroom sponges different from kitchen sponges?
If they purchase the proper sponge, you're in the clear. If they've purchased a kitchen sponge and they're just using it in the bathroom, let me try to convince you. What's your biggest fear?
What if you go to a restaurant,
Yeah, I do go to restaurants.
they left a sponge on a table?
Okay.
They were,
You
like,
had me there for a
wiping down the
second.
table
You
or
had me there for.
something.
I don't think they shovels. I was thinking more like you're walking to the bathroom and you look to the side to the kitchen, and then you see like in the midst of all of the plates. That
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
that's where you were going.
Dude, I used to work at Jack in the Box, and that sponge was the nastiest sponge I have ever seen.
You could not work at a place
I
like that
quit
ever
after one
again.
day.
Well, you would have got fired for eating the sponge had you taken this. I'm just remove all the
I don't
sponge.
think I could.
You're gonna go ahead and say no?
You haven't really convinced me.
I don't know your relationship with risk. Eating a few sponges in my lifetime would be worth $1 million, but you lead me to believe that you're gonna have a hard time not seeing them. And I don't know your life well enough. I don't know that I can do much.
My mom uses sponges.
You still have $2 million on Would It Be Worth today. Let me throw you a new question.
A lot of money.
Rose, for $1 million for the rest of your life, anytime you want to walk somewhere or go somewhere on foot, you have to full sprint.
Oh
To the fastest of your ability for $1 million.
Okay, my first impression is like, no, because I don't like cardio.
I hate
I
cardio.
hate running, but I need to work out more.
Sure.
That gets my heart rate up.
Mm-hmm.
My doctor would be very happy with me. Could you imagine I go to the mall going Christmas shopping?
You got like
and
your
I'm literally
Zara
just
bag and you're just,
sprinting.
just sprinting with like all your bags.
Dude. I think I would do it.
How could you?
I could get a Segway so that I don't have to walk.
You don't have to walk as many places.
What if you wear roller skates? That's technically not walking everywhere. You're roller skating everywhere.
Is that better? Is rollerblading, roller skating everywhere?
You could go slower than full sprint.
You could go slower, but then you're wearing roller skates everywhere you go.
What I'm thinking about, because you're about to get married,
Mm-hmm.
you'd have to sprint down the aisle.
I just like to imagine a world where it's like, hang on.
Here's the groom walking down the aisle.
I'm ready to get married! For $1 million? I don't know that that's the move.
That's so funny, though. You full sprint at the priest. You were full sprinting at the priest.
I'll just get a really short aisle, I think will be my solution. What if me and my like future children want to just like hang out at the beach or something? And they're like, oh, let's
Children
go.
have to be really fast.
I'm gonna have the next like Olympic athlete children because from the age of 1, they're sprinting after their father. All right, just because I think that the amount of content I could get out of this.
It would be such a great TikTok TikTok series.
My name is Nick, and I have this condition where I sprint everywhere. Doctors can't explain it, but this is my life. They have like power walking. Like that's an actual like athletic. Have you seen power walking before?
Yeah.
I could literally never become a professional power walker.
That sucks. I'm so sorry. Your dreams.
That was my dream.
Ruined.
I'm gonna say yes, Rose. Here's another $1 million. I'll say yes.
Yes. I am so
for the memes, and the content. For $1 million. Remember, you get $1 million out of this. It's a lot of money. I forgot about this one.
Uh-oh.
For $1 million for the next year, every minute of your life, you are followed by the world's worst mariachi band.
What? The world's worst?
Yep, they're awful. 1 star on Yelp. Everywhere you go for an entire year. Does not matter where you are, the mariachi band is right next to you. And they're active. I want to clarify. They're not just holding their instruments. They are serenading you round the clock for a whole year.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yo, you'd have to get very good.
I couldn't even pee in peace.
It would be a fairly out of tune musical pee that you would be having for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Horrible.
Everywhere deemingly appropriate. If they need to be outside the door for a moment, then sure.
Okay, because I was like, you know.
Yeah, we'll keep it appropriate. But this mariachi band does not get any better. You would hope that over the span of the year that they improve their skill set, but no. They don't have that many songs. They aren't very good at the songs they do know.
Don't think I could.
Really? This is the one?
I get headaches already, like,
oh, no.
super easily. I don't think I could. I think I would literally, it would be a living hell. I might be able to be convinced, though.
I actually don't need any convincing. I would happily do this in a heartbeat. Everything points back to content for me. The amount of content of like...
do any VOs.
It would be very noisy to do any voiceovers. You're right. I'd have to get very, 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 very close to my microphone at all times. The amount of places that a mariachi band should not go that I would then bring them to because I just walk in would be really funny. They would just be like right there. Just the guy just strumming away at his guitar. He would just be having the time of his life. The trumpet guy on the stairs poking over the corner. It would suck for a year, but the amount of content I'd get from that year would outweigh how bad the year is, I think. If you're at the kitchen table and you're eating, they'll just do some shifts. The guitarist will keep playing. He'll have a little solo. The rest of them eat. Yeah, and so they find time to eat and sleep too. They take shifts. They're coordinated, not at their instruments or craft, but they are coordinated at what they are doing.
As a streamer,
daily streamer,
you know, a daily streamer, I like to pick my own music to play on my streams.
Yeah.
This would limit the amount of music that I can play on my streams. I'm getting $1 million. I just don't need to stream for a year.
It supplements your income.
I could do it.
You think so? That was a unanimous one. Not a single no. Oh, there it is. There's trash saying no. Funny is, all the trash just said only a year and then said no. As if like, I wanted it to be longer. Are you saying yes to this final question?
I think I'm saying yes. I think you convinced me.
$4 million richer today. Congratulations. Let's give Rose a round of applause in chat. $4 million richer. That's going to conclude the first episode of Would It Be Worth? Rose, any final words?
I'm rich, baby.